As you can see, I'm in my bedroom right now. I'm still not used to talking outside my room, so decided to move it in here for this video. And also, I didn't release a video last week because I didn't know what to shoot. So even though I said that I wanted to shoot for the next 52 weeks for the year, pretty much a video every week, and it didn't happen because I didn't know what to shoot and kind of got lazy. So I'll make 2 videos this week, hopefully. If I'll try, pretty much just catch up. And there's just I'm just talking shit in this video. So thanks for watching, I guess. What up? This is Jared, and I'm just gonna talk some shit today. So what I'm gonna talk about today is things that I've done in the past that helped me to stay creative, and I feel like it'll help now, especially because of COVID and quarantine, stuff like that. So hopefully for anyone that's watching, hopefully this will help you and in the future. So if you're just tuning in to this channel and video, I mostly do photo and video and also dance, so breaking. So this talk will mostly be about photo, video, and dance. But it can be applied for anything that you do because all art form is very similar in that way. One thing is practice, obviously. With photography, one great tip that I've heard throughout my career is best camera is the one with you. Obviously, this doesn't apply to like a job because with jobs or clientele, everything will be set. There will be budget and stuff like that, but that's another topic. But for this one, it's just in terms of like get you shooting, get you to practice with your equipment, and knowing how to compose an image and stuff like that. And that's when your best camera is the one with you. So for me, it's usually the phone, something small because it's very portable, and I think it speaks a lot, especially in this day and age. There's always new tech, new gear, and it's great that photography is accessible for anybody nowadays. Like you just get a phone and you have a camera, but sometimes gear just gets in the way of people actually creating work and images and stuff like that. So, and I've been a victim of this as well, just always constantly looking for new gear, looking for new camera, new lenses, new audio equipment, stuff like that. But sometimes you just gotta shoot with what you have, like literally make it work, right? Like for me, I've had this kind of recent problem where I'm constantly like just looking for gear, like in YouTube, always looking for that 8K video, 120p, 4K, all that stuff. But sometimes it's like I even look at other people's work and it's like, whoa, like how can they make that with a phone camera, you know? Like, and that's when it comes down to like storytelling. It sounds cliche, but at the end of the day, it's like literally about how you use that equipment and how to make a story or an image from that. Like I remember when I was starting my photography, I guess, career, I got like the Rebel T3i, and the first time I got that camera was I read the manual book from front to back, and that's how I essentially learned how to take a photo. And from there I just like literally haven't stopped taking images, creating images. And obviously I've learned through influences and through school and stuff like that on what I would like shooting and how I shoot nowadays. The camera that you have is just a tool for you to create. So it doesn't matter what camera you have right now, as long as you have a camera and you can actually create work that you like from it, right? Like using that camera to its full potential. Now, I'm not saying gear doesn't matter because, like I said before, specific job, especially paid for and stuff like that, you will need gear that's capable to deliver something that's that's what the client wants, kind of thing. You know, you don't want to submit a phone video or photo for an ad, social media content, stuff like that. Even if it's social media just through Instagram, they maybe want to put that ad somewhere else, and you might not have control over the quality because you shot it on an iPhone. But some people have done it and they're making it happen, so there's no hate on it. But gear shouldn't limit you from creating or even planning shoots or creative, especially now, because with the quarantine, everyone's just, I mean, for me anyways, I'm stuck at home almost every time, constantly looking at the internet, photos, videos, dance, getting inspiration from the outside world. Now, for me, I mainly use Instagram as a way to see other people's work. That's because it's very easy, it's very accessible, convenient, because it's literally right in my hand all the time. I can look at images whenever I want, and I have other apps that I use for inspiration, creating mood boards, stuff like that. And I'm just gonna list some stuff here. So like I said, Instagram, I usually just like it and create a save folder for specific kind of like inspiration boards kind of thing, like portraits, whatever. And you can do it however you want, however you create your workflow kind of thing. And I don't really have to explain that because everybody has Instagram. So I also use Pinterest, and that's because it's very easy to create mood boards and it's an image-based platform. So you can, it's literally just like Google search, type in whatever you want, and it will come up with hopefully something related to what you typed in. So that's what I use, and I create mood boards from that and stuff like that. And again, you use your own workflow and learn how to create your mood board from there. And another platform that I use for like actually putting mood storyboards together and showing, I guess, other people or clientele how I'm gonna shoot a video or like a storyboard pretty much. And I use Canva and Shotdeck. Canva is Canva is like a well-known app or website, I guess, for people that likes to create Instagram posters and stuff like that. And you can sign up for like a free account, which is your Gmail or whatever kind of email you use. But there's also a like paid thing. I don't use the paid thing, just use it for whatever's on it kind of thing, and I make my storyboard from that. The other one is also Shotdeck. With that, it's also free. There's just more info you have to type in, like what kind of profession you do, stuff like that. But I like that because it's all film related images. So if you type in like person on hill or subject on film, it'll show up a bunch of people on hills, but with like film, but pretty much not just like stock images kind of thing, but images that came from film and movies and stuff like that. And obviously I watch a lot of YouTube and Vimeo for video and inspiration, stuff like that. And with that, same thing, like people use YouTube and Vimeo. They've been around for so long that there's really no need. But yeah, I use those. Now I said those things because they were the most accessible and convenient way to look up images. But one photographer that I met up a couple months ago, and his name is Frankie Perez, and his Instagram handle is pluralist_, and he told me a good way to look at or look for references or images and inspiration, stuff like that, which is actually like really insightful because it's true. And that is to look at photo books, actual physical images kind of thing, rather than going through Instagram or whatever social media platform that you're using, Visco or whatever. Just because, well, with social media, a lot of people have already seen it, a lot of people have already tried it. And the reason why it's on, like, not the only reason why it's on Instagram, but like one person's seen it, one person's done it, and we already know how easy to use Instagram is. It's most likely been seen by millions of people as well. So using that as a reference, I mean, it depends on how you use the reference, but at the end of the day, a lot of people have already tried that idea. You can always branch off an idea, but if you want to make your work more profound. You gotta really deep dive into this researching and pulling out references from not a lot of people look at. So a good way to look at is photo books and actual physical images. Go to the museum, but obviously COVID, who knows when that thing will open up again. And speaking of photo books, he also just released a new photo book this year. I think he released it like last month, and you can pre-order it now. I'll link his website and where you can pre-order it. Hopefully it's still up, but if it's not, just wait a couple months. Hopefully he'll reprint them. But yeah, check that out. Hopefully I already pre-ordered mine, so can't wait to read that. Again, shout out to Frankie Perez. And speaking of books, also, I actually didn't graduate from my 4-year program in Sheridan because I couldn't finish a photo book. I pitched my idea to my prof, and he liked it in the beginning. This was like 2 weeks in, and then pretty much in the eighth week of school, and we only have 14 weeks of school, he somehow didn't like it, and he told me that there was no story behind it and stuff like that. So I was like, and I had these ideas of making that photo book into like a pop-up book kind of thing. Obviously that was like really towards just I wanted to make like a photo book that's interactive in a way, but I guess the photo book that I was creating was lacking cohesive story in a way. But then I look at other people's work, and I don't know, it's hard. This is where kind of art pisses me off, because there's real like definitive line on how the photo book is created or whatever, but I didn't graduate, so I failed. Oh well, I let all my Asian people down. Yeah, and that's why I kind of hate school, but I love my prof, the people that I met, my friends, and the opportunities that I got. Literally like one big inspiration for me is Rain and Wilson. I interned for them, and they were like the greatest people I've ever met in the industry, especially, so shout out to them. Pretty much during school, one big thing that I've done that helped me to stay creative and kind of created a workflow of how I shoot and edit and stuff like that, and just getting work done, is during the year of 2017 or 18. I decided to shoot and post for every day for that year. So 365 new images, 365 days of shooting and editing. So, and with that, it was just like I just wanted to challenge myself just to like really get something done. And a lot of those photos were a lot of like street imagery, because it takes time to plan an image, it takes time to plan a shoot, and I usually work alone, so I don't really have to worry about like teams and stuff like that. But you know, like for people that do work on teams, you can see how hard it is to shoot, especially now. But that definitely made me shoot the way I shoot, and also like kind of figure out how I shoot, like my style pretty much. Like it was very difficult to keep shooting every day, but again, like same thing with this. I wanna create 52 videos for the year, so I'm just doing it. I don't really know what to shoot, and this one is a lot more kind of harder, because again, you have to plan it more. And even with this, I have trying to read this off the script, and I'm not even doing well at all, but it's just something for you to do it, like going through the emotion of it, so that when you actually want to shoot something you like and you want to explore, you've already been through the hardest part, which is the first step. I feel like once that's easy for you, you can keep creating and keep shooting whenever you want, especially when you have a dope idea that it's in your head and you want to get it done, right? So however, there is no harm on taking a break, because before COVID, our lifestyle was so different, just like work every day, and there's nothing wrong with that. People get by that, but I'm also a very lazy person. I don't like to work too hard. I mean, I do. I don't know, definitely, I guess. Take times off, because the more you saturate with yourself, with your craft, the more you're just gonna go like burn out quickly. It's important to, especially now that COVID is kind of teaching us how to relax, how to step back from work and actually get yourself to be the priority. Like as a b-boy who used to practice like every day, obviously my body's like super sore at that point, but like yeah, it's getting the physical aspect, and it's great, but you kind of just get bored of it, like a little bit. But I've been happy that I'm able to like go back and forth with photo, video, and like dance. And with that, kind of like balancing, I can balance myself out with those mediums, and I never really get bored. But for the people that only have like photography or videography or dance alone, I suggest looking for some like another way to express yourself and actually being able to like not think about the previous medium of art, because that's how you can, like for me, sometimes not thinking about the art that you want to create will help you create better with the one that you actually want to create with. I don't know what the fuck, if that even makes fucking sense. I have a lot of shit written down here, but I kind of lost my spot. So I'm just gonna cut it from here, I guess. And I hope that this somewhat helped whoever is watching this. So I hope that this video actually helped, because I spent some time creating the script, because I made this video a day before and kept forgetting what I wanted to say, and I did again. So if you like this video, please consider liking this video and sharing this video, and possibly subscribing to my channel. I realized that I kept looking at that screen and not the lens, so I wasn't even looking here at all. Anyways, peace out.